What is going on, guys? Hope you guys are doing well. I want to share with you today how to unlock the door dog tag. But before I get into that, I want to quickly shout out the Battlefield Easter egg community, as if it weren't for them, there is no way I would have been able to unlock this dog tag. So a shout out for all the information they shared on their Discord server, as well as the map that they shared on their Twitter page. I'll be sure to link down both of those in the comments below for you guys to follow them. As well, a shout out to Nox the Nib for a video that helped me that I'll share with you guys a little bit later in my video. So definitely a shout out for posting that video on your YouTube channel, as well as to DICE for implementing more Easter eggs in the Battlefield game, giving the Battlefield 1 a deeper depth for us to enjoy. So definitely a shout out for DICE for doing this for us. And one more thing I want to mention before I get into this video: if you want to see the sequences and maybe skip one or two of them if you've already completed them already and maybe you're stuck on another one, you can check the comments down below, and I've linked each sequence and the time that it shows up in the video. So be sure to check that down under the links to all of the Twitter and Discord pages in the pinned comments up top. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is equip the support class, and you're specifically going to want to have the ammo crate and the frag grenade. Those are going to be the two essential items you're going to need for a little bit later. I will also put the map on the top left here just to give you a little bit of idea from a different angle for some reason. If you want to kind of run through this quicker than my video, you can just look at the map and follow the Isolement letters spelled out in order. But you're going to go through here. Being the French army is going to be the quickest way to the first sign you need to knock down, which is not the one you see right there, but you can go through that little door, see the one over here to your right, hit the sign down, and then once you've done that, you will see a switch with a button for your controller or for a key for your keyboard for you to press. For me, it's the X for the Xbox. And then from there, you're going to go down the hallway, take a right. Not going to hit the sign over here to the left, but you can go to the one right next to the cart. You can see it here on your left, and you're going to knock that one over. Once you've done that, you'll see another input pop up. Same button again for me, X for the Xbox. You're going to hear a click, and once you hear that, you'll then be able to move on to the next sign. We're going to move over to the left now, down the hallway, all the way down, and then we're going to take a right. You'll see another sign there, right to the left, right when you're taking that right, but we'll come to that sign a little bit later. We're going to take a left here at the cart, and then follow the track all the way down to this cart, and we're going to see the sign to our left. Again, knock the sign over, see the input that shows up, and then once you see it, just click whatever input that is, and then we'll be able to move on to our next sign. And you're going to turn all the way around. You're going to make your way all the way back to that first sign I originally showed you that you're not going to hit. You had to go through that door and turn to your right. So we're going to make our way all the way back to where we originally were first. So we're going to go all the way down this hallway here and then take a right. And then you're going to go all the way down this long hallway and then take a left. Then once we get through the doorway, we're going to take a left, and we're going to see that sign we had saw at the very start when we were doing this. So again, same thing, knock the sign over, hit the button, and then we're going to move on to our next one, which is all the way back to where we were almost in our last switch. So we're going to go all the way down this hallway again and take a left. Then we're going to go all the way down this hallway again and take a right. Then all the way down the hallway again and take a left where the cart is at. And then instead of following tracks all the way down, we're going to take a right by this post, and turn a little bit to the left, and we're going to see another sign there and do the exact same thing. And now we're going to work our way back towards that really long hallway where we saw two of the signs at. So we can take a left here by the post and take a right, go all the way down the hallway, take a left. Once we've taken a left, we're going to go all the way down this hallway again, take a right. And then you should see a sign right past the cart where again you're going to do the exact same thing, knock down the sign and press the button. Now we only have 4 more buttons to switch, and the last 2 are right next to each other, so we're almost there. We'll go right back down the hallway again, take a left, then go all the way down this hallway and take a right. This time, instead of following the tracks all the way down and taking a left by the cart, we're going to go to the right by this door, take a quick left, go right by this cart, and you'll see another sign there to your left. Once you've switched that button, you can finally go to that one sign you keep running by You go right back outside the door you just came in, take a quick left, and again, there is that sign there to your right. You then knock the sign over and switch the button. And we can finally now go to the last two switches, which are right next to each other. So back down the hallway, back, take a right to that door. We can go through the second door this time, go all the way down under the bridge, and then go through the broken window right here. Then we go down the stairs, and then go a little bit down the hallway, and it will be right there to your left, the final sign, which again, switch the button on. Once you've done that, you will then turn around, and there will be a switch facing you, and you get to go right up to it, and it'll be right on the very bottom where you'll be able to see the button indicator show up. And then once you've done that, you're just gonna hit the switch, and then you can move over to the side, and you'll have the door begin to unlock. Give it a little bit of a second, and you'll hear a chain sound. And that is unlocking the Isolement door. Once you make it inside, you can have a look around, but the three main items you're going to focus on is going to be the open pipe at the corner next to where the blood is at, and then you're going to have to focus on the pipes that are on top of the ceiling, and then finally the two valves that are connected to the pipes that are along the ceiling. What we're going to focus on first is the open pipe in the corner next to the blood. The first thing you're going to want to do is lay down that ammo crate. And now to activate the sound, you're going to want to lay down close to the open pipe so you can hear better. Once you've done that, you're going to throw a grenade down, and you're going to begin to start hearing some screeching noises begin to rise up from underneath where the pipe goes down. Now this sequence right here is probably going to be the hardest part to unlocking this dog tag, so I'm going to try to describe it as best as I can. But essentially, you're going to want to listen into a distinct screeching metallic noise, and you're going to follow that by throwing a grenade. Once you throw that grenade down the pipe, you should hear a sound resonate back to you, which will give you confirmation that you threw the grenade at the right time. If you throw a grenade down and you don't hear a screeching noise come back towards you, you know that you threw the grenade down at a wrong screeching sound. So again, you're going to want to hear a specific screeching sound, and you're going to know that you got the right one after you throw that grenade down when you hear a screeching noise come back up towards you. You're going to look to follow this pattern 5 times in a row. So every time you throw a grenade down, you should hear a screeching noise return back to you, and that should happen 5 times in a row. So let's say you throw the grenade down 3 times, and on that 3rd time you don't hear a screeching noise come back up through the pipe. That will give you confirmation that you need to start this whole sequence over again, and you got to get it 5 times in a row. So not 4 times where you hear screeching noises and that final 5th time you don't hear a noise. Again, you're going to have to start it all over again, and you're going to have to hit it 5 times in a row. Now the best way I can try to describe the sound that would indicate for me to throw a grenade down, because not every sound that you hear is going to be the right sound. So the sound I was specifically looking for was ones that had a prolonged screech to them and didn't have a succession of screeches in them. So I was mainly looking for just one kind of continual screech at the very start, and not looking for ones that kind of had a short screech and then have a little bit of a pause and then their screech again. Nox the Nib, who posted the first video that I saw of someone completing this, was specifically listening in for a clanking noise that would show up in the midst of the scream. So that could be one way for you to decipher between which scream to throw the grenade down to. I'm going to play out my sequence for you guys to listen and see if you can maybe pick up on some of the sounds. I will as well link down Nox the Nib's video in the comments down below for you guys to check out. And hopefully over a little bit of time, your ears should get a little more sensitive to the difference in the pitch of the sounds, and it should hopefully a little bit over time help you guys out, and you'll get more used to it, and you should be able to unlock this specific sequence. And that final confirmation will be a much louder explosion that you'll hear, with the falling sound of water going through the pipes and beginning to leak out. That will in turn unlock the right valve, and you'll see on either side of the valve one saying open, the other saying close, and you'll no longer see the interactive button show up anymore on that valve. So to move over now to unlock the left valve, you're going to want to melee the pipes on the ceiling until you hear a distinct noise that sounds like this. Once you hear this noise, you're going to swing at it 10 times until you hear the noise go back to the original pipe clanking noise, and that will give you the assurance that you have completed that first sequence. You're going to do this another 4 times, so there should be a total of 5 of those unique sounds along the pipes that you're going to strike 10 times each. You'll know that you've completed it once you hear the water rushing through the pipes going down to the left valve, and you begin to see water begin to leak out from the pipes again. And now I'm going to share with you guys the final sequence in order to unlock this dog tag, where you have to turn the left and right valves in a certain order. But just to preface this, if you by chance mess up this sequence, you will see on the valves an open and closed that shows up on the left and right side of the valve. We're only going to be focusing on opening up on the left side of the valve, but if you by chance open it up one too many times, to reset the sequence, you can just click on the right side of the valve where it says close, and it will begin to close the valve by each time that you have opened the valve through this sequence. But this should be fairly easy, and you should be able to complete this on your first try. So you're going to go up to the left valve, and you can go over to the left side of that valve where it says open. You're going to click that, and then you're going to see the valve turn to the left 1 time. And then you're going to repeat this over and over again until you do it 9 times in a row. So each time you're going to hit the button, you're going to see the valve turn to the left, and that will be 1 time, and then you're going to do it again, and once you see that valve turn around again, that will be the 2nd time, and again you're going to keep rinse and repeating that until you've done that 9 times on the left valve. Now we're going to move over to the right valve, and we're going to do the exact same thing, but we're going to do it only 6 times this time. So we're going to go over to the left part of the valve where we see the open. We're going to click on that. We're going to see the valve turn all the way over to the left, and then once we've done that, that will be the first time, and we're going to need to do that 5 more times to make it 6 times for this valve. Once we've done that, we're going to move back over to the left valve, and we're going to do it now 2 times for this valve. And finally, to finish the sequence, you're going to go back to the right valve, and this time turn it only 3 times. You'll know that you've completed this sequence when you hear the Battlefield theme song show up in the background. And that will be the indicator that you have now completed this dog tag, and it will show up under your soldier tab at the home menu under dog tags for you to equip for your soldier. Hopefully that helps you guys out. Again, a shout out to Nox and Nib for that very helpful video, and of course the Battlefield Easter egg community for all the information that they posted on their Discord. If it wasn't for that, there's no way I would have been able to unlock this dog tag. And finally, for DICE for putting this into the game and continuously giving us surprises in our 2nd year of Battlefield 1. But that's it for you guys today. I appreciate you guys being here. I am Livin', and I'll catch you guys again later. Peace.